I'm here with Nicole Miller. Thank you so much for being with me today. So tell me a little bit about where you started the process for this year's collection.
Well, I think I started with fabric manipulation. I was photographing pleats and then trying to put it on, do that kind of faux pleat on a print. And it evolved into paper, and somehow the paper sort of worked better than the fabric.
So what's your favorite part of the process from, designing to tonight, the accumulation of everything?
Well, I think my favorite part is when it's over.
Yes, and you can kind of finally take a deep breath.
But, I always get excited about the fabrics, and I always get excited about picking the colors, and I just, it's like working in a candy store.
Oh, gosh.
And every day, it's always like a clean slate. You can do anything you want. And it's just always fun to come up with something that's different. I think this season's a real departure because I was trying to get away from the short and tight, but I kind of found a way of manipulating the lengths and the silhouettes that I felt like I was addressing that as well.
So for this season in particular, what would you say are some of the top trends that you're just absolutely loving?
Well, I think the longer lengths and the more fluid and the sheer, because everything's been so hard-edged.
Right.
And I loved my tough girl jackets and all, and I love all my short skirts, but I think we just had to break away from that and go a little softer.
Yeah.
But I think all of these season's clothes will mix well with last season's clothes.
So for the average woman, the everyday woman living in America, what advice would you give her as, an amazing designer of what she should wear or what, clothes she should purchase? What advice would you give her just overall?
Well, I always say you really have to know your own body type. And you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And if the trend doesn't work for you, just ignore it.
Drop it.
Because there's so many trends now.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
just so many trends, and they keep getting rehashed and redone. And I think you just have to find what works for you and stick with it. And the other thing I always say is, don't leave the house if you don't feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, just go back in and change.